Fast Eddie goes to the Philippines, and we are going very, very soon. Our house sold today, so we are now kind of homeless. We're going to be renting for a couple of days back. We are going to be leaving in less than 48 hours, heading over for a weekend over at the coast, Sonoma Mendocino coast over there, and then we'll be getting down to the airport Sunday afternoon and flying out Monday morning. And so things are in place. There's got a few more things to do. I gotta still put a change a address in with the post office. I guess you gotta personally show up there and show an ID in order to do that. There's too much shenanigans with people changing addresses on other people without the other person knowing it. So anyway, so today's video, what I wanted to talk about was I know I did an interview with my wife to talk to her about the three things that she's going to miss about living in the USA. I tried to get my son Luke to do the same, but he wouldn't do it. He didn't want to be on camera. He don't want to be doing no old people stuff. So I get that. Um, and so I'm going to interview myself about the three things that I think I am going to miss about the USA that I won't have in the Philippines. And so when I come back a year from now and look at this video, I'll say, well, it didn't work out, or I was exactly right. So I guess the first thing that I'm probably going to miss the most is familiarity. I've been living here in Woodland, the same house, 23 years. I've had the same uh, primary care provider for over 15 years, the same dentist for 23 years. I know where all the stores are. I know where everything is. I need to get something. I know where to go to get it. I can order it online, have it in a day or two. So just kind of the daily stuff that you have to get done. I know how to get it done. Whereas when I go to the Philippines, I'm not sure, where the go-to place is, what I need, who I need to go see to get things that I need, or anything like that. Like a printer, I'm thinking to myself out loud, I'm gonna need a printer when I get to the Philippines. I don't even know where you buy a printer. Do they have computer stores in the Philippines? I don't know. They must. I know they got malls that's got everything, but it's not probably the best place to get a lot of things. Um, so familiarity is going to be, it's going to have to get out of your comfort zone and have to find things there. Now, granted, I got Lolita, who lived in Bohol, Panglao for many years, and her family there, and speaks language, so that makes it a lot easier. But it's just kind of not being in charge, giving up some of that control and trying to get stuff done. So that's probably one thing that I'm going to miss, and I'll probably need to have to check my patients and make sure that I keep that all in check. The second thing I think I'm going to probably miss out of the U.S. is the diversity in environmental areas to go. Living here in California, you can be in the mountains, you can be in the beach, on the ocean the same day. Um, we have a huge desert out there in Nevada, Utah. You got coastlines. You got just all sorts of things you can do. Within a day's drive. I sold my truck and camper, and that was always kind of nice. We could jump in there and head out, and we spent up to a week living in that thing and going around seeing the Western United States, and that part I'm going to miss about the U.S. I mean, Philippines, you got a bunch of islands. You got 7,000 islands, and there's a lot of difference in those islands and things to see. But it doesn't have the diversity that we have here in the U.S. as far as environmental factors. But and there's not a lot you can do about that. So, but I am going to miss that. The Camp Silverado. I've always enjoyed camping up there in the Sierra Silver Lake area, and not being up there on a regular basis is I will miss that. But life goes on. The third thing that I think I'm going to miss is kind of my town, my little hometown here in Woodland, and my house here, because it's so quiet. It is. A very nice neighborhood. I've been here 23 years, like I said. I got great neighbors. Really haven't had any issues here. I think my car got broken into once, and they stole a cat off of it, my truck, and that was, over 23 years. That's not too bad, given everything else that's going on around here in California. And it's a quiet house. I mean, I can go out in my backyard pretty much any time of the day and just sit by the pool, and it is quiet. I don't hear a lot of yelling, screaming, a lot of noises from the neighbors or anything. In fact, I'm probably the noisiest neighbor with that little Pomeranian dog we have. He's always out there barking at some perceived terrorist who's trying to slip over the back fence. But and it's just been a really good house and good neighborhood, and it's quiet. I know in the Philippines you got lots of noise. That is one of the issues: is noise pollution in the Philippines. You got people with roosters in their yards, and you got dogs barking, and you got noisy neighbors with the karaoke. Uh, those are things. I mean, I'm aware of it. We have to put up with it, but I'm probably gonna at times I'm gonna be frustrated by it because I've had it so nice here in Woodland, nice and quiet, and it's just what it is. It's part of the Filipino culture. They are big on noise pollution. I even got a couple Filipinos who live in my house here, and they have a hard time with noise pollution. You know, what we used to call in the military noise discipline, trying to keep quiet. And it's just not their strong suit. Whether it's my wife out here talking to her sisters on her video chats at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you think they're having a fist fight or something out here, yelling and screaming. And then I got Luke down the hall, and every time he jumps up, he's got to make as much noise as possible, and he's got to slam doors. And just no matter how many times I talk to him about noise discipline, it just does not seem to sink in. It's just not part of their culture. They were born to be loud and proud. So, so basically, those are the three things that I think that are going to be big factors. One is the familiarity, getting used to a new environment. Two is not being able to head out to the desert, camp for a week, and maybe go to the mountains and do those different things. And then third is the quiet, the woodland. Missing my house here and the peace and quiet I always had here. So those are three things that I think are going to be factors that I'm gonna miss here. And hopefully they're not deal breakers when I get to the Philippines, and I'll have to figure out a way to work around them. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Maybe I'm crazy, or what you're thinking about when you go to the Philippines. What have been some of the things that have surprised you that you thought you wouldn't miss, or were didn't think about you were going to have any trouble adapting to? Please like and subscribe if you would. I could definitely use the support. All right, thanks, guys.